Welcome back to Attitude, Effort, Results, presented by the Clubhouse and Teamwork Online, now affiliated with Fanatics. That sounds good to say. Great work, sales team, getting us associated with a major brand like Fanatics. So instead of saying it at the end of the episode this week, I'm going to say it at the beginning. As you're getting your Christmas gifts, which we're a week away, so if you haven't gotten them, let's go, get on it. Ready to rock, got to get them out right now. I'm talking to myself. Go get your gifts, Tanner. Use the link on our bio to get your gifts from Fanatics. Any sports, anything. Go get from Fanatics. Share it with everybody you know. What is Attitude, Effort, Results doing right now? This segment has been requested of us, and it has been going well. We want you to come on the journey with us. This is not us talking at you. This is us taking a journey with you. So what are we going to do? We're going to enjoy some time with our family and friends for Christmas. Give you a little insight in Hunter's life. He's actually going to travel home to see his family. He will have 3 weeks at home, which is nuts in a sports job to have 3 weeks off. That's crazy. Good for him. He's deserved it. He's going to go home. He's going to do a little hunting. Any hunters out there? No, not if your name is Hunter. Are there any people who like to kill animals? How about that route? All right. 3 weeks of Christmas. How sick is that, dude? That is, good for you. You deserve that. I don't know of any other company that does that, let alone sports team. That's crazy. I, on the other hand, will be working Christmas Day, the 27th and the 31st. So while you're hunting in the woods, just think of me taking care of people in the stadium. I know, my life sucks too. I have to be courtside during Christmas. It's going to suck. Don't get me wrong. And it's a national televised game, so everybody who's watching the Suns game on Christmas, look for me. I'll be in a suit of some sort, and hopefully my beautiful wife will be right next to me. As I work Christmas, Callie's family's actually coming in. So again, talking a little bit about personal lives. Her family's actually going to come in for Christmas. We were blessed to have our family, my side of the family, here for Thanksgiving. Actually, I lied. My family's coming in for Christmas. Callie's family just came in for Thanksgiving. Good job, Tanner. Way to have a good memory. My family's coming in for Christmas here. My sister's coming in, my brother-in-law, and my parents will all be here for Christmas, so that'll be fun. Maybe it'll be time. Maybe it'll be warm enough for us to sit by the pool out here in Arizona. My dad will be at the pool for sure. It'll be 60 and sunny, and he'll be like, I want to go to the pool. So hopefully we can do something fun out here in the beautiful weather in AZ. Wherever you guys are, Merry Christmas to you guys. Next week we will have 1-minute videos, I believe is what we're thinking, from our team on what they're doing for Christmas, favorite dish, stuff like that. So next week we won't release an episode. We want you to spend time with your family for Christmas. We did the same for Thanksgiving. Went over well, so I want to do that again for you here. So again, we'll skip a week next week on episodes. Spend time with your family, love on them, come back the following week. Purpose of today's episode is actually going to be pretty fun. Pretty passionate about this topic. Have been fortunate enough to create some habits in the area of this topic that have gone well, that we've actually taught others to do the same, and they've seen some success. We're hoping to do the same for you here today. You will see the light. You will see the world in a different light today. For sure. You will see the world in a different light after today's episode. I'm excited for you to listen to today's episode because you will see the world in a different light. You will have a different perspective of life, and hopefully you'll be able to take actionable steps today because of the episode. Hopefully you will be able to see the world more glass half full rather than glass half empty. I am a glass 3/4 full guy. Most of the time it's full. Sometimes it's 3/4. Actually, came home from work the other day, and I was pissed. I was not happy, not having a great day. Hands on my head, squinting my eyes like this. Callie walked into work. She walked into her condo, and I had my hand on my head like this. And I was just not in a great mood. And she walked over and she goes, man, it is great to see you like this. I was like, what? What are you talking about? She's like, you are never in this type of mood. You are always in a good mood. I love seeing you like this. You should get like this more often. It makes me feel like you're a normal person with real emotions that you get upset sometimes. And I was not in a great mood. And so Actually, what got me out of it is the purpose of gratitude. Some of the actual steps that I've taken here, and that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about why gratitude, daily gratitude is important. We're going to talk about personal experiences of gratitude, and we're also going to talk about actionable steps on how to create moments of gratitude. Not to have moments of gratitude, how to create daily experiences and moments of gratitude. Why is daily gratitude important? Not gratitude. The title of today is the purpose of gratitude. The question I'm asking you is, why is daily gratitude important? The reason daily gratitude is important actually alludes to a little bit of what we said last week. You have 35,000 decisions made every day, and 95% of those come from your subconscious. So daily gratitude is important because it becomes part of your subconscious when you create and when you habitually have gratitude in your day. It allows you to see the world through a different lens. Seeing the world from a different lens allows you to shift your perspective. If I only ever see the world through my lens, I do not open my world up to other opportunities. Growing up, I only saw the lens from a middle class to poor person money mindset. Not a knock on where I grew up. I had an awesome childhood. I would have the exact same childhood again if I could. The area I grew up in and the people surrounding it had a very middle class to poor person money mindset. And that's the lens that I saw it through. Not good, not bad, just a fact. I'm not sure I met a millionaire when I was younger. I'm not sure I met a millionaire through college. I now service 70 of them at one time. Not good, not bad, just a different lens. So today I offer you a different lens. Think about how cruel the world is. I mean, I'm not a political person. I've talked about it 2 episodes, but none of the political ads that we saw this year, none of them were positive in any way. None. Zero. I don't even know what candidate represents what they want to accomplish. I had no idea, because the only ads you ever saw were bashing the other candidate. Nobody even talked about what they wanted to do. Everybody just talked about what the other person didn't do. The world is cruel. That's why people like you, that's why people like Hunter, that's why people like me are needed in this world. We need to have a positivity, a gratefulness for what we are given in life, and to give the world joy. That is what this time of year, that is what Christmas is about, is giving joy. And so while you college kids out there are going back home, can you walk into your house with a sense of joy, a sense of gratitude? Can you take what you learned here today and bring it back to campus in a couple of weeks when you go back? Young professionals, as you walk into your house, as you walk into your job, maybe some of you are working Christmas Day like I am, and that's okay. We love you guys for it. Can you bring a sense of gratitude for serving on the day Jesus was born? You have an opportunity to, if you're working Christmas Day, you have an opportunity to serve on the day Jesus was born. When everybody else in the world is at home, you have an opportunity to serve. Can you be grateful for the opportunity to go to work, to get a paycheck? Oh, also, by the way, if you're working Christmas, time and a half. So can you be grateful for somebody paying you time and a half when you really probably only deserve time? The world is cruel. So how can we create daily gratitude? Put yourself in these situations. You wake up and you have 35 emails. What's your initial thought? You wake up in that dress you were going to wear to work, or that favorite pair of pants you're going to wear to work. Dirty. You wake up and you're out of your favorite coffee, or Starbucks didn't have what you wanted today. or your eggs got burned when you were cooking them in the morning, or your bacon was the wrong kind. Negative mentality. Alarm doesn't go off. Negative. Late to work. Negative. You have a negative connotation on your boss. First thing you see. Bad day. God, I don't like when she's here. God, I don't like when he's here. When you think of these scenarios, most result to a negative consequence. That's natural. I'm not here to say don't think negatively. I'm here to say let's create positive. Create daily gratitude practices. Because what if we think of those same scenarios? Wake up to 35 emails. What if you see 35 emails in your inbox and boom, you get to provide assistance to them. You get to help 35 people this morning right away. You get to brighten 35 people's day. You get to erase their troubles. You get to create experiences. You get to sell a product that they need. You're working Christmas Day, you get an opportunity to serve people on the most joyous day of the year for some people. Maybe some people don't have a meal today. You get to serve them a meal because you're working in a fast food restaurant. Maybe people get to buy one gift all year and you're working at Walmart and you get to provide them one gift today. Maybe you're working at a homeless shelter and you get to provide a meal to somebody who has never had a Christmas meal before. Maybe you're working at a hospital or you're a nurse, a doctor, an assistant, GM, whatever. You have the opportunity to make somebody's Christmas not as bad as it used to be. Going to the hospital on Christmas, I've actually done it before. Not that fun to go to the hospital on Christmas. But if you're working, you get to make somebody's Christmas just a little bit better. What if when you see those dirty pants or that dirty dress that you're wearing, I get to create a new outfit today. I get to have a little extra flair, a little spontaneity. What if you were going to be 10 minutes late for work? You didn't get in a car accident. What if you'd have left that on time that day and gotten in a car accident? You see your boss first thing in the morning? Maybe they're hurting a little bit. Maybe you can go up to them instead of a negative connotation. You can go up to him or her. You say, hey, how you doing today? How are you as a person? Can we just flip our mentality as we get to the holidays? Can we keep it, going back to last episodes, can we create habits? Can we dig our roots in? Can we dig our feet in? It's just a perspective shift. And I'm telling you, it's going to get easier as you create daily gratitude. You see the world in a different lens. One of the habits I have created surrounding gratitude, intentionally created, I didn't think I smiled enough. I drive in the car all the time. I'm going to business meetings all the time. I'm listening to podcasts. I'm listening to music. I'm on the road a lot. And a lot of my mentality when I'm in the car is pretty even keeled. Not great, not bad, just pretty even keeled. Well, I wanted to smile more. I wanted to have more bright to my day. So when I moved out here to Arizona, one of my habits I created is I smile and say a very short prayer of thank you to God every time I see a mountain. Well, guess what? There's a lot of mountains out here. I don't know if you've ever been to Arizona. It's called the Valley. For those of you who aren't that bright, like myself, the reason it's called the Valley is because you are in the valley with mountains all around you. So pretty much anywhere you go, you're going to see a mountain. That was intentional because it is a trigger for me every time I see a mountain to now smile. And that just daily, I see a mountain every day. So daily, I just have a moment of gratitude. I have created a moment of gratitude. Maybe you live up in Seattle or the Washington area, And every time it rains, you just say, thank you, Lord, for rain. Well, I've never been to Seattle. I know people who have. It rains all the time. Or maybe if you're a Cowboys fan, every time they lose, you say thank you. That happens all the time. Have some fun with it. Right? If you're in the Midwest, every time you see a cornfield, thank you, Lord, for farmers. Thank you, Lord, for the people who work behind the scenes that I never get to see that provide the food for me. That's it. When I see mountains, I smile. I physically smile. And I say, thank you, Lord, for this day. I woke up today. 100,000 people did not wake up today. Thank you. That's it. That's the prayer. And it is just a moment of daily gratitude. In addition to that, my body language changes when I smile. And I typically, when I'm doing it, I'm typically driving, I will typically sit up higher in my seat. And I will put my shoulders back and my butt will sink further to the back of the seat. I'm physically having a higher posture when I have gratitude. I literally just did it right now. I have to raise my mic. I physically have a taller and more confident stature because of gratitude. When Callie's with me, Callie will actually call it out. See mountain, smile. Hey, I see a mountain, let's smile. Like she will physically call it out when we're in the car. Well, guess what? Unintentionally now, if somebody else is in the car with us, they now hear that. They say, see a mountain and smile. What are you guys talking about? Now you have an opportunity to witness. If you're a faith-driven person, you have an opportunity to witness about God. I smile every time I see a mountain and I say a short prayer. Thank you, Lord, for this day. 100,000 people didn't wake up today. I got to. Thank you. You just got to witness because of a gratitude practice that you created. It subconsciously gets you in a better mood. And once you consistently implement daily gratitudes in your routine, it never feels forced. Never feels forced. I've had random people or names pop into my head. Be someone I haven't talked to for 3 or 4 years. And God will just, oh, that person needs a text from you today. You should text that person. And it just, boom, right in the head. Guess what? As soon as I pull over, I'm texting that person. Proverbs 11:25 says, a generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. I'll say it again. A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. What are you doing for others? How are you being grateful for your life, and how are you showing gratitude towards others? We talked about this 2 episodes ago. You don't get influence and then become a leader. You become a leader where you are right now and then gain influence. The same rings true here. You are generous first by practicing gratitude, and then you will prosper. You will refresh others, and then you will be refreshed. Here's a key point. You don't give gratitude to receive it. It is very clearly stated in many Bible passages, give, and it will be given to you. However, that is not the purpose of you giving. That is not the purpose of you practicing gratitude. Luke 6:38 says, give and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and run over, will be poured unto your lap. Which is funny because I think of something being poured, the word poured on your lap, and you're like, it just runs everywhere. You're like, think of anything being poured, you think liquid, right on your lap. And you're like, well, that's pretty inefficient. Now I got to clean it up. So maybe back in the Bible times, like, that was good for you. I don't know. Give and it will be given you. Good measure, a good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over will be poured into your lap. For with good measure you used, it will be measured to you. Give, and it will be given to you. Who in here, raise your hand, enjoys giving? It's the holidays. I'm hoping everybody raised their hand. Who here enjoys giving? From my experience, those who have more enjoy giving more. But it does not start with having more. It starts with giving more. I know a lot of people that are like, when I am set financially, I will tithe. When I am set financially, then I'll give to the homeless. When I finally make it in my career, then I will volunteer. That's not how that works. Whenever I'm in a good headspace and I'm doing me, then I can text others a message of gratitude. Whenever I'm in a good place in life and I finally made it, then I'll thank the Lord for what he's given me. That is not how that works. That is not how that works. Callie and I have a giveaway fund that every month we have to give that money away. We didn't start this when we're millionaires. You know why I know that? Because we're not millionaires, and we do it. It doesn't start with, when I have money, I will give to others. But when we are millionaires, see what I'm doing here? Forecasting. When we are millionaires, we will then have more to give away. The amount will change because it is a tenth of what we bring in. That is called a tithe. But the practice of gratitude, the practice of giving starts now. Not when we're millionaires, not when we've made it. We have 3 properties. Well, technically 2 and a third. We talked about it last week. Our goal is to have 10 properties. That's my goal, to have 10 properties. I want one of those properties to be a giving property. Think of the book called The Giving Tree. I want this to be the giving property. Maybe I'll write a book about it. The giving property. Let's copyright that now so nobody can take it, because we're going to take a little bit to get to 10. We're going to be there. It's not going to be very soon. The reason when we get 10, I want one to be the giving property itself is because that's a tenth. And biblically, that is what we've been told, is to give a tenth. But that doesn't mean it starts then. It starts now, which we're doing. It was an intentional habit that we formed 2 to 3 years ago in Miami to start giving. And now we have a goal of giving an entire property. We're going to purchase a property and just give whatever comes out of that property. And I guarantee you, whenever that happens, that will be the property that makes the most money. Guarantee it, because God will bless it. 100%, I know that right now. We're 20 years away from that. 15, 10, I don't know. Maybe we're 5 years away from it if God really, really blesses us. Not going to be 5 years, but maybe it is. I guarantee that property will make the most money, because that's how it works. You give first, and then you will be received. So daily gratitude is important. Here's a couple personal gratitude experiences for you. And again, based off of experience. This is not us bragging. I don't care if you guys think we're good people or not. You can think I'm a terrible person. I will feel the same when I wake up tomorrow. I love you, but I just don't care what you think of me. I care what my wife thinks of me and what God thinks of me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't care what you think of me. All right. You guys got it? You hear me? All right, cool. I care about helping you. I don't care what you think of me. All right. Personal gratitude experiences from Hunter and I have a journal that I write in every morning that I work out in. Every morning that I don't work out in my journal. I'm thinking of this kid's story where it's like a book where the guy like swirls into the book and then they tell a story from the book. Is it Blue's Clues? Is that what it is? The guy like right into the book. I don't know. We got to figure it out because now it's going to make me upset. Anyways, I work out most mornings and then I write in my journal. In my journal, the first thing I do is I have a POG, person of gratitude. And every morning, I will text somebody who is important to me a text of gratitude. That has nothing to do with me and nothing to do with anything I want. I have a list. Right now, my list is about 180 people. The reason it is intentionally about 180 people is because now everybody gets roughly one text a year. Because I work out roughly 180 times in a year. So outside of our normal communication, the people that I care about get a random text throughout the year of me saying I am grateful for them as a person. There's no intentionality beside gratitude in that text. That is an actionable step of gratitude that you can take. I have formed a habit also of just complimenting people, being grateful and giving gratitude to other people based on what I see right away. It was an intentional habit I formed about 2 to 3 years ago in Miami. I read a book, and by reading, again, I just say I listened to it because I can't read very fast, and sometimes I struggle to actually read. So I just listened to it because my ears work pretty well, unless I'm listening to Callie, then it's like kind of spotty. So I read this book, and it stuck once. It said, the easiest thing in your day should be to compliment somebody. If you're in sales, the easiest thing you should do in a sales conversation is compliment somebody. If you can't compliment every person you see or every person you walk into, you should try to see the world differently. Now, am I saying to literally every person you see, compliment them down the street? No. But if you're going to have a conversation with somebody, I should be able to walk up to that person, see them in a 3-second window, and find something to compliment them on. Did they get their haircut recently? Are their blue eyes sparkling today? Do I enjoy the Eddie Bauer jacket that Hunter's wearing today? Is somebody wearing shoes I haven't seen? This does 2 things. One, it shows them that I care. And every time I walk up to somebody, I realize what's in front of me. I realize what their hair looks like, what shoes they wear. So now I can consistently remember and build that relationship with them that I care. And that I'm grateful that they get haircuts. I'm grateful that they appear nice. You should be able to compliment somebody every time you walk up to them. And if you can't, you should look at the world differently. I mean, how powerful is the fact that I can walk up to anybody and compliment them? And some people will take that the wrong way. And if you have a spouse or a partner, you need to, 1, be confident in your relationship, and 2, have trust on both sides. I can confidently walk up to any woman in the world right now, married, unmarried, when Callie's with me, when she's not, and confidently tell them that I like the haircut that they got. Hey, your hair looks great today. Hey, I love the nails that you have on right now. Because it is coming from a great space. If you have shown to your partner or spouse that there are other intentions, or you do not trust each other, this is not something you can do. We were at a store the other day, and we were talking about like the Suns and this lady that was checking us out at the store was like, oh, I haven't gone to a Suns game in a while. Like, I love going. And I was like, hey, you should come to a Suns game. Like, I'll help you out. And she goes, oh, no way. And I was like, hey, give me your number. And I paused for a second, and I was like, huh. That would be really weird out of context. But my wife is standing next to me. I don't think that's weird at all. Because we're confident in our relationship, okay? So, disclaimer, if you have proven via actions that you do not deserve that, don't do it. If you have and you build trust, you are able to compliment somebody whenever you want. Going the extra mile when someone has a birthday, a special moment, their child has a birthday, if you want to send them a card, that shows gratitude. The card doesn't even have to have money or a gift in it. It's the thought that counts. Write a quick note and get that thing in the mail. Show that person gratitude. There's clients that Hunter and I work with that send us gifts, that offer us experiences because they appreciate us. They send us gratitude. I promise you, we attract more gifts and more experiences or offers of experiences than most people we work with because we simply provide gratitude to others. I guarantee it. I've gotten more alcoholic gifts from people than any other person I know. Maybe that's a sign that I either need to drink less or more. I don't know which one, but I think it's a sign. We consistently take the time to make them appreciated. We don't do it for the reward. We do it because we feel we were gifted to lead. We are gifted to serve others. And we will continue to maximize the gifts that we've been given because of the Lord for others. Last point today. Actionable steps for you. How can you come out of today's conversation right before Christmas, or if you're listening to this right after Christmas, or if you're listening to it in January or June or July of next year? Actionable steps that you can create. Person of gratitude. That's an easy one. Right away, early in the morning. Before I walk out of the door to go to work, I have done 2 things of gratitude every day. I see the mountains when I'm coming back. Typically, the sun's just about peeking over the mountains when I'm coming back from lifting, which is gorgeous. It looks like a picture, by the way. Thank you, Lord, for today. 100,000 people did not make it up today. Thank you for waking me up. Number 1. Number 2 is person of gratitude. I get to text somebody. I get to make somebody's day. I get to make somebody's day. That's before 7:30 a.m. and I have 2 daily gratitude. I see the world in a half, 3/4 glass full. Half to 3/4 glass full. Sometimes it's fully full. But I see that because I've intentionally created those moments of gratitude. And every time I see the mountain, I just combined 2 words. Every time I see the mountain in the morning, the mountain is a trigger. So create that trigger. Make it part of your daily routine and stay disciplined to it. Maybe it's 10 minutes at 5 a.m. when you wake up. Stay off your phone and just say a thank you prayer. Whoa, just realized that I did this. Not even in my notes. Wow, that's crazy. This is what discipline does. This is what habits do. And this is what Callie and I have created. As soon as I wake up, alarm goes off at 5 a.m., I am sitting up on the side of my bed with the feet on the floor roughly around 5 a.m. in 6 seconds. Because as soon as the alarm hits, I go, God, I don't want to get up. And then I hit the stop button and I put my feet on the floor. As soon as that happens, the alarm has become a trigger for Callie. Callie is not awake at the time. Not even, she will tell you, she's not awake. She will put her hand out right next to mine. We hold hands, and we say, she's not awake at the time, I say, a 10-second prayer of thank you to God. Thank you, Lord, for another day. Thank you, Lord, for allowing me to be with this beautiful woman. Thank you for bringing us together. Maybe something happened in the last day. Thank you, Lord, for the property that you've just given us. We didn't deserve that. You've given it to us. Thank you for the people in our life. Whatever it is, at 5 a.m. and 8 seconds, we are saying a prayer of gratitude to start the day. That was cool. I didn't even have that written down. Didn't even realize we did that until, I know we do it, but didn't click until I was saying it. That's what habits do. Okay? Look to serve. Here's an actionable step. Look to serve. Look through a lens. You remember talking about the lens? Look through a lens of a servant. See the world as someone or something that you need to serve. Open doors. Pick up a napkin that falls from the waiter or a waitress's tray. See your university or your place of work as your own house. Any piece of trash, pick it up. Anything out of place, move it. Printer not working, be the person that reaches out to IT to get that thing running. Hunter and I spend hours each week talking with students from other colleges and universities. It takes away from our lives. It takes away from our work. It takes away from time with my wife, my free time, my me time. But we are servants. That's how we see this world. That's what we are here to do. And I challenge you to see the world as a servant. Volunteer where you can. We did a food drive at the Lutheran Church a couple weeks ago. Volunteer as a servant. Instead of sitting on your butt and watching 10 hours of college football on a Saturday, do it for just 7 hours and go volunteer. Go serve for 3 hours. Go give value to others. Volunteer your church, your school, a local shelter. Good things happen to good people. I can't explain everything that's happened in our lives. I can't. I never will be able to. But I promise you, good things happen to good people. My family always says, dude, you're the luckiest person in the world. I don't know why, but like good things just happen to you. One, I agree. I am one of God's favorites. Like, I am. I don't know why. I don't deserve it. But we have intentionally created habits. And good things happen to good people. You will reap the reward in due time. That is not the purpose of doing this. The purpose of gratitude, the purpose of appreciation is not to get the reward. But you will reap the reward in due time because you never know who's watching. That's what I got for you today. The purpose of gratitude is to give to others. The purpose of gratitude is to serve. I got nothing else for you. I love you guys. Merry Christmas if you're listening when this episode comes out. If you're listening after, Merry late Christmas. Or early if you're listening to this next year. All right, I love you guys. Let's inspire others and continue to grow together.